2016. This is Sound Notes, only we're on video. With me today, it's Thursday. We're all kind of slow today. It was a fun night last night, but we got Ellen Gottesdiener to show up, and it was great to have her in front of the camera. Ellen, tell me what you're working on.
Oh, thanks, Devin. Great to be here. Well, we very much focus on product discovery. The product is really where the value is coming from. So we like to say that what we do is we amplify discovery in order to accelerate delivery. So a lot of our work is around the collaborative engagement of product people, customers, business and technology people in order to discover the product in a holistic way and come up with what is really going to be valuable. So for example, if you're doing release planning and you want to have a subset of high value delivery, we look at your backlog as basically a set of unvalidated options and show people how they can collaborate to slice those options for value, and all driven by the outcomes that you're looking for, the end game, you know, the vision, the goal, the objectives.
And you just ran a dojo on that here
Yeah,
this week.
we did a Discovery Dojo. Steve Hollier and I collaborated on something called Discovery Dojo to give people some deliberate practice around some of the key elements of this framework that helps you do really good discovery work.
Cool. Could you walk us just like the 30-second version of that framework?
30-second version. Well, it all starts with value, right? And
Right.
vision, understanding the end game, the vision, the goals, the objectives for the product, understanding your planning horizons, and we sort of make them, generically speak about them as the now view, the preview, and the big view.
Now view, preview, big view.
Right, right. So basically iteration, release, product, or portfolio. So
Right.
it's neutral to whatever agile method that you want to think about. And then we really need to focus on, instead of saying stakeholders, we don't like that term. You know, we want to think of the people to be engaged as product partners.
Product partners.
And they come from the customer, the business, and the technology realms. And we want to understand who are all these people and what do they value for the next delivery cycle. And of course, value is both quantitative and qualitative. So first we get that set up. And then we go through a very quick practice of optioning, of looking at what are the options that align to value. And when you look at something like a story or a feature, epic, MMF, MVP, whatever you want to call it, you need to be holistic, because a lot of teams have gotten stuck with just this user story thing and thinking about just user and action. So what we've discovered over many years is there's actually 7 product dimensions, and these incorporate what are typically called functional and non-functional requirements. And these 7 product dimensions are part of the optioning. And our product person, whether you call them product champion, which we like that term, or product owner, or agile product manager,
Right.
needs to slice for value and decide among those options which ones are high value, and those become assembled into chunks. Could call them a story or an epic. But then that really helps you have a lean and lumpy backlog, so there could be chunky things there.
Right, right.
So you don't have this awfully big, heavyweight backlog. And those high value options are what you allocate to that next planning horizon, like say a release.
Okay, so putting that into practice, what are you running into in the workplace?
Well, one of the things that some of our clients actually struggle with, it might be surprising, is getting the voice of the customer in the room. Sometimes it's because, well, they're out in the field, or we're not sure who in the organization can represent that, but that is essential. So what we sometimes will do is we'll have somebody who was in some of those customer roles that might be, particularly in large enterprises, it's hard to get a real customer in. So somebody who was in that role, and they are specifically going to embody that voice during these discovery workshops. That's their responsibility. And not too long ago, we had a situation in doing a discovery session. The product owner was, I think I understand the voice of the customer pretty well, but we were able to get somebody, because of some circumstances, that was in-house, so to speak, for several months. And she came and represented the voice of the customer And all this stuff came out that the product owner was not aware of, that was going on in these retail stores. So it's really essential to, that's one of the struggle areas.
I agree. I run into the same problem. Earlier in the week we had David Bland in here, and he's talking about assumptions mapping and actually treating your backlog as a group of assumptions you need to go validate actually in the market.
That's right.
Yep. When I was learning that, I actually was told to go get out on the street, very, very like guerrilla-like. And I found every one of my assumptions about the backlog and the product were absolutely wrong, and that I didn't even have a viable product idea.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. So that's it's good to
think about how much savings in time and energy.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate that we're not doing more of this. So I'm glad you're really pushing on this. So what else you got going on?
Well, we're doing a collaboration with Jeff Sutherland at Scrum Inc. and his company, and we're going to have a course that we're going to be offering publicly in Boston in October called Vision to Value Certified Product Backlog Practitioner. And so this is about the big gap area that Jeff has seen, that we have seen in our work, populating, defining, and refining the backlog in smart ways. It's a real gap, and it also reflects a gap in product ownership and product management, which I think the Agile community, we've done pretty good with that delivery stuff, and we could definitely do better, but we've made great strides there.
Absolutely.
When it comes to discovery, not so much,
not so
right?
much.
So we talk about in the book that Mary Gorman and I wrote, Discover to Deliver, the cover, and we use this metaphor of an infinity diagram where it says discover, deliver, discover, deliver. And, those cycles are going on, and if you're not delivering the right thing, of course, we all know how important it is to deliver the right thing as well as deliver it right. So that's a big gap, and the backlog reflects some of that discovery work, and a lot of product people are swimming in these gigantic backlogs, struggle to figure out what is high value, how to collaborate effectively with their customer and technology partners to make smart decisions. So that's what this training is going to be all about.
Now, is that like a new certification, or is it just sort of
well,
they're pushing?
Yeah, we're certifying that you've been through this practitioner training, and it's all exercise driven. So you're going to get up, you're going to go to the wall, you're going to use this product options board, we call it, and you can download a lot of the assets that we use in the actual discovery sessions from our Discover to Deliver site. But people will be up using case study and actually practicing doing this, doing this work.
And most of that stuff came from the book, your Vision to Value book.
The book, the source book is Discover to Deliver.
Discover to Deliver.
Discover to Deliver. The subtitle is Agile Product Planning and Analysis.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so where will we go to find more information?
Well, you can go to the EBG website and also Scrum Inc. website for their training for this first public offering that we're doing in October, and that would be a good starting place.
Okay.
And we'll have, our newsletter will have more information, as will Scrum Inc.'s.
And they can sign up for the newsletter on the website, which we're putting the link on with this video.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Well, Ellen, really, thank you so much for just taking the time out to talk with us, and we're going to be here just the remainder of the week. There's only 2 days left, today, tomorrow.